Hi everybody, it's Jennifer Terrell, your 4-H agent for the Southwind District, and we are covering another piece to our Southwind 4-H Stockpot series. And remember that we just wanted you to be able to see some recipes and easy things that you can do in a stockpot with your family. So we're going to cover different soups throughout the coming weeks. And again, this is just something we're just highlighting so that you can do an activity about getting your kids in the kitchen and cooking together as a family. So today we are covering potato soup. All right, so I have my stock pot on the stove, as well as my other ingredients here in the kitchen. So the first thing I want to cover is the main point, and that is our hash browns. And so they are shredded hash browns. You can just buy a bag of them at the store. Then we have a quart of half and half. And we have a quart of some water. A pound of bacon that I used kitchen shears to cut up into roughly 1-inch pieces, and so they're all in that bowl, and we will show you the process there. The next thing is about a small onion, and you can finely chop or chop them however, but remember cutting things up is probably something good when you're using a knife to have adult supervision, so make sure you're watching everybody when you're doing that. Then we also have about 8 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese, and it is the sharp cheddar, but you can use any type of cheese that you would like. So the very first thing that we do is we are going to turn our oven or our stove on to a medium-high heat, and we're going to throw in the bacon. And so I have washed my hands, and what you'll do is you will just break apart all the pieces of bacon and get them thrown into the skillet. Okay, so I have all of the bacon in the stock pot, and so we're just going to let that cook until it's cooked down. And then I have washed the bowl that we were using to hold the bacon in, and that is what we will put the bacon back into. And you can start to hear it sizzle right now, and I will show you where we are here in a minute. All right, so the bacon is cooked. And then I did use some tongs to get those out of the grease, so you'll want to make sure you do that. The next thing is we take the onion and we saute it in the leftover bacon grease from the bacon. Okay, so our onions are pretty much sauteed, so now we are going to add in our hash browns. All right, so I've added the hash browns now, and I've stirred them in. Then we need to add just enough water to cover the top of the potatoes, and we'll let those simmer. We'll let those simmer just until the potatoes are soft. And while we're waiting for the simmering of the potatoes to take place, I just wanted to remind you that sometimes it's not a good thing to have the kids close to the stove when it's on. So great things for them to do and a great life skills is to have them help with cleaning up the dishes along the way. All of the ingredients were in special dishes, which is good because then you can help them learn with measuring and different ingredients that way. So in between simmer times and making sure that those things are going pretty well, it's important that you show them how to keep a clean kitchen and keep up with the dishes so you don't have a lot to do after supper's been finished with the family. Okay, so now that we've drained most of the water off, we are going to add our half and half. All right, so now after adding the half and half, you just let it simmer until it mixes pretty well and starts to boil a little bit. But now it's time to add the shredded cheese, and we will get that back to simmering and fully melted, and then we add the bacon. All right, everybody, that concludes our Stockpot series for this week over potato soup. And so I hope that you enjoy working together as a family in the kitchen following our Stockpot series. See you next time.